people think that we live on Earth. I don't. We live in space. Do you know? Humans are living in space as astronaut. You may not be a scientist, you may not be an aerospace engineer, you may not be an astronaut, but still you are depending on space. When you are using GPS, space serves you. When you do the digital payments, space serves you. When you check weather, space serves you. When you do that video call, space serves you. You are depending on space without even realizing it. Space is not above us. It surrounds us. Night sky doesn't create space. It is reminds us already we are inside it. That's a space. That's a space thinking. That's a realization. Yes, space and space thinking redefine my purpose. Space is a way of thinking. It teaches you beyond borders, beyond generation, beyond yourself. When you look at the space, what you'll see? Tiny stars, big moon. That is you are seeing from here. But if you see from space, our Earth, that is also a tiny star. That's a small dot. Think about our failure, our ego, our success, our war, nothing. When I keep on looking at moon, space, I realized that one day, all the black spot on the moon, it's a crater, without even using telescope. That's how my space thinking brought it me here. I was not born into space industry. I was not born into business. I was born into small village in India. The village, complete green, full of relatives, sometimes flickering lights. It will go off sometime. They'll see the darkness. I see that universe. No one around me talk about startups, venture capital, entrepreneurship. I didn't even know that entrepreneurship existed. I only know the space, curiosity. I keep on asking the questions. How the space is working, how the dark matter, how the dark energy, how the gravity. No one around me ready to answer that questions. I'm keep on asking, keep on exploring the space. But do you know one thing? Nature has already solved the problems. To understand nature, science is the only tool. Science is the only tool that is brought us from years back from here with a more technology. I was started my career as a researcher. I have published more than 35 publications, 7 patents. As a researcher, I have to ask one question. Can this technology work? But I had one question. Can this technology change the world? That technology, I'm going to change the world. That's where my startup, space startup, is born. Do you know? Whatever the costliest satellite we are sending from Earth, that is one-time usable. Think about it. Water bottle, remote, my code, everything is reusable. But you are sending costliest satellites, that is one-time usable. Satellite has a life. What? Satellite has a life. Yes, it has a life. the life of the satellite is decided by fuel capacity. Fuel for the satellites. Yes, the satellite is not made up of with the solar panel. No. Satellite has a solar panel, satellite has a fuel also. Electronics, avionics, radar, camera, everything is there. But the life of the satellite decided by only fuel. I'll give you a small example. You have a car, the car has a battery. Battery will take care of your entire electrical, electronics, speaker, lighting, and starting everything. But you have to fill the petrol. The petrol will take care of your transportations. Like that, solar panel will take care of your camera, radar, and electronics, everything. But fuel will take care of, maintain that orbit. Once that orbit, put it in a junkyard orbit, where that satellite, and sometimes the fuel depletions. If your satellite is actually empty, they'll simply throw it at the junkyard orbit. It's called space debris. The space debris will affect our active satellites, affect our continuity of services. To avoid that one, I and my team building a first time in India, first time from Asia, building a space station in space. Space station in space. You are thinking it's a science fiction, fantasy story? No. We are starting it, building it, launching it. Why space station? Why fuel station needed in space? If you build it, you can reuse multiple times. You can refuel multiple times. Instead of one time usable, you can change it to multiple times, multiple usability. If I do the refueling, if I repair in the satellite in space, the satellite work for longer time. It will do that purpose for the continuity for our humanity. And I'm saving few rupees of your earning. But I have built that the space startup. I'm launching it. Most people think that I learned the business from Allied Business School or some business school. No. I learned from cinema. I love cinema not because watching films, not for entertainment. I love cinema because I understood the process of the taking cinema. I have started one of the world's biggest space startup in India, in Asia. The cinema taught me one thing powerful. One person's dreams become bigger than more person and bringing into reality. That's a powerful statement I learned from cinema. That's where I built it from village to space. I'm building a fuel station. Space is vast. You are seeing the tiny dots from space, our Earth. Small tiny dot, our stars. Space is vast, 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 vast. But I have one problem. I can travel by car, by bus. I can use lift also. I can't go by flight. I have to do one challenging flight on Earth, one of the toughest research flight on Earth. I have to do it. Not because I wanted an adventure, not because I want to take a risk. I have to do it because I have to build one biggest space infrastructure. I have done it. That fear, that phobia is called claustrophobia. I have to be in one small spaces. The neuroscientists, doctors say that it is claustrophobia, you have to stay on the ground. My brain always say that you have to stay on the ground, stay on the ground, stay on the ground. Don't fly, don't go, don't travel. But I'm thinking in the space. I have done the flight. One of the challenging, extraordinary experience in my life where I experienced the gravity, weightless. I understood the gravity. I understood that the physics more and more in a reality way, how astronaut is done.
Feet up, put your feet up.
It's not easy. What do you think? Like astronaut. It's a proud moment for us. With the claustrophobia, I have done it. I have completed the flight. First person in India done the docking and refueling in a microgravity environment. Before most of the astronauts done. Then I have to launch the satellites. Years of engineering, years of calculation, millions of tests. With that one, we built our satellite, sleepless nights. We built it. Then we integrated our satellite into rocket launch pad. First time we are going to launch a satellite for the refueling. That day after the countdown is started. Then the people will say, right, in a romantic way, my life also started with failure. Ours also start with a failure. The launch failure. Not like a romantic way. Painful way, technical way. You can't sometimes negotiate with the gravity's physics. You have to understand. That moment, I am unable to celebrate with my parents, my family, my team. People are saying that it's a failure. Coming and consoling me, failure, like that. Blah, 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 blah. Then I replied, failure is the part of space life. Failure is the feedback. Failure is the information. We are not stopped it. We regrouped. We are launching the same year 3 satellites. It is not easy. After the launch, I was at my home, my village, and I got a call from one important leaders. When I watching the sky from my village, the night sky, especially the moon, tiny stars, you have to come and participate that full of leaders. I was in that room, the full of leaders, policymakers, global leaders, and I was invited by Rashtrapati Bhavan, President of India, Prime Minister of India. That's a proud moment for me. From there, I remember that my parents, my mentors, my family, my professors, from village to Rashtrapati Bhavan. Day before, I watched the sky from my village. The next day, I watched from Rashtrapati Bhavan, the sky, the night sky. That's a proud moment for me. I have not stopped it. I traveled all over the country, more than 35 countries, and met lots of prime ministers, president, global leaders. Then I have one proud moment. Not for me, not for my village, not for my mentors, not for my professors. It's for the humanity. I have spoken at United Nations. From village to United Nations, UN. Not one time, 3 times. One more thing I want to tell. Next week also I'm going to talk in UN. I have not stopped it. My space thinking actually brought me from village to UN, and I'm launching the fuel station in space. Satellites, moon, claustrophobia, fuel station, microgravity, astronauts, lots of things. It has redefined my purpose. People think that the purpose will come only one time in a life. No. It has come every time. You have to redefine continuously. The purpose, I realized that the purpose is actually changing my life only. Then I have one question. Whether I am a catalyst for this humanity world? Yes. How? I'm building a fuel station in space. No. I'm not building a fuel station in space. I'm building a space infrastructure. What? Space infrastructure. If you don't have petrol stations, what will you do? You can't travel long distance. There is no emergency services. There is no network. If you don't have railways, if you don't have servers, if you don't have port, if you don't have airports, what will you do? That's the infrastructure. That infrastructure enabled these civilizations, not created. It's enabled the civilizations. That's the right time for the space also. I am building the space infrastructure for the humanity and space for all. Not for scientists, not for aerospace, not for one company, not for one country. For all, space for all. I am not innovating that new things, new technology. I'm building the infrastructure where everyone wanted to invent there. And finally, I have to close it. I'm a catalyst. How? I'm building a space infrastructure for the humanity until the human living in Earth, until space is there. Thank you.